Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Legal Latino Heat here. We're only, 5 days away from Election Day? My little video today is going to be on the part time mayor, the dope from Park Slope. The guy's from Boston. He's not even a New Yorker. So his itinerary, he's a lazy mayor, smoking that dope, smoking the Maui Wowie Hindu Kush, like Curtis Lewa likes to say. I enjoy when Curtis Lewa insults his mayor. But this guy has destroyed New York City. And honestly, New York needs to just go. It is rat infested. A guy fell in a sinkhole into a pit of rats in New York City. Now, the riots are going on, but it doesn't matter. Stores are still closed. It doesn't matter. Restaurants can only have 25%. 25%? That's like two people. All the restaurants in New York are small. All the restaurants in New York are hallways. They're not like big Sizzlers or Chili's. No, all the restaurants in New York are like four tables in a restaurant. So you can only sell like one person. Yeah, check it out. Yes, there's a lot of restaurants in New York, but they're small. So this idiot wants to do outdoor dining. It's cold. I mean, outdoor dining and outdoor shopping. So you're supposed to put the stuff outside while it's cold. At this time around in New York, it rains a lot. It's cold. It's damp. A lot of rain. It's like Seattle, fog. So you're gonna put merchandise out there so it could get ruined. And where all these riots and looting, you don't think people are gonna do flash looting? And where all these riots and looting, you don't think people are gonna do flash looting? The the ideas that New York City has are just first with the city bikes. You take up parking spots and put city bikes. You go all the parking spots taken. Now you have restaurants building other sections on the streets and on the sidewalks, like another restaurant outside the restaurant. How is all this logical? Where are you gonna put all these cars? It's like they're eliminating the cars from New York City. There's streets that are closed. You can't move around. It's a headache. It's stressful. So what gives? So now that's just the more important things. Now we're gonna get to the less important thing that doesn't need to be on the news. So now the part-time mayor at the Dauphin Park Slope, Bill DeBlasio, wants to block the sale of the Mets. I I hate the Mets. I don't like them. But you know what? If they're good, it's good for New York. So it makes the Yankees better. When the Mets are doing good, the Yankees do better. So since the Mets suck, the Yankees have been sucking too. Yeah, the Yankees make it to the playoffs, but they're not putting that effort. So when the Mets do good, the Yankees do better. So I would like to see the Mets do good. So what's his name? Steve Cohen or Bill Coleman is buying the Mets. I'd say he's buying the Mets for I think $4 billion or $2 billion because the Wilpons are broke. They were in the Ponzi scheme with Bernie Madoff, so they're broke. They need money by the end of the year. So they sold it to Cohen. I think it was $2 billion. So now the part-time mayor Bill De Blasio wants to block that sale, saying that Cohen he was in a stock in Wall Street found him guilty. Not him, but his partners in 2003 for stocks and stuff like that. But that's besides the point. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. He makes money. He's gonna make the Mets into a winner. Not like the cheap Wilpons, who are broke, who have nothing. That's why they didn't spend on the Mets. So Bill De Blasio wants to block that sale, saying that City Field, Shea Stadium, belongs to the city, and they're leasing it on public land. So my understanding is, I think the mayor's trying to do a shakedown because that's what these cover up Democratic politicians, even Republicans. But you see with the Democrats, the Democrats, they'll steal right in front of you. They'll steal right in front of you and blame it on somebody else or blame a Republican or or something, but they will steal in front of you. Republicans, on the other hand, they do it on the low. All politicians are crooked. They just know how to, they know how to do it. But the Democrats will steal in front of you, saying they're helping the poor. So I think Bill De Blasio here is looking for a payday, a little shakedown. Oh, I'm opposed to this, but if Dante, my son, becomes a Mets coach, then I'm okay with this deal. So that's what they like to do. That's what they don't like to let people live. Like back in the days, the gangs in New York, you always had the gangs just shaking people down. That's what Democrats do. They let the crime go up, so you could be like, oh, we're here to help you. This is They've been doing this for years, for centuries. You watch the movies. Remember that even the narcos do that. They shake down the cartels. Hey, if you don't pay us, you're gonna get robbed. You're gonna get looted. I feel that's what's going on with the riots. It's like they're letting him destroy the city. Like, hey, you guys got to pay up more so we could protect the city, and this doesn't happen again. We got to pay up more. That's what's going on. They're destroying it. It's like a it's like a flat fix place, right? That sells tires. They just put broken glass like a block away from their shop. So when you drive by, oh man, my tires are flat. Oh, there's a tire shop right there. That's just like that. That's what they're doing. They're creating all these flat tires, all these problems. So you see the riots going around and blowing stuff up. So New York City with the outdoor dining, outdoor shopping want to put lamps, propane lamps on sidewalks to keep it heated. So can you imagine what's gonna happen with those propane gases, propane lamps? Boom, boom, boom. Today's the 1 year anniversary of that superstorm Sandy hit New York 8 years ago. Remember when Obama was running for president in 2012 and Chris Christie hugged him? And that sealed the deal for Obama to win that election. I remember because I was campaigning for Romney in 2012, that idiot Romney. Ugh, so disgusting. But that's what got me to this point. And I remember that because I had hope in Romney winning. I was like, yeah, Romney's winning. Obama's a dud, this and that. But then when Chris Christie hugged Obama when he came to Jersey to help out at the Superstorm Sandy, that got Obama elected in 2012. So 8 years later, New York City is still fixing infrastructure that was destroyed by a storm 8 years ago. The greatest city in the world, New York City, cannot repair itself from a storm that happened 8 years ago. A storm, not a hurricane, not a tornado, not an earthquake, a storm. A storm. There's still train tracks closed till this day because of that one storm 8 years ago. There's still parts in Howard Beach that are destroyed that happened. It was a hurricane or Superstorm Sandy or Hurricane Sandy. New York still hasn't recovered for that. But Texas, right? I remember Houston in 2017 had that 2016 had that huge hurricane, and it got flooded and all this stuff. And then I moved to Texas 3 months later, and I'm like, where's the hurricane? Where did it happen? Texas, Houston fixed itself back up in less than 3 months. All this big hurricane flood that they put on the news that Houston is underwater, but in 3 months Houston was back up and running. Even less than that, like nothing happened. But in New York, something happens. It's like it's the end of the world. So we're seeing what's gonna happen with this part-time mayor, dope from Park Slope, Bill De Blasio trying to block the Mets. The MLB is going to be voting on it tomorrow. Hopefully the sale goes through. Mets get a new owner, and the normal people hate De Blasio even more and hate Democrats even more. So I'm saying let the Democrats be Democrats. Let them be idiots because that's what they are. The Democrats, the Democrats don't even look good to make the Republicans look bad. The Democrats look bad and make the Republicans look even worse. That's their MO. They make everybody look bad, even themselves. That's what they are. They're just negativity. They're just like negative, just pulling people down, and they're going down now, and they bring everybody they want with them. And that's their game. What's up, Luke King? That's the Democratic game right there. They just make everybody look bad. But the one thing I admire about Democrats, they look bad right in front of you. They don't lie to you. They say they're gonna steal. They say they're gonna pack the court. You got to give Democrats balls for telling you what they're gonna do. They say it. Don't laugh them off. Do not laugh a Democrat off. Where 8 years ago, when Obama said we're gonna fundamentally change America, they weren't kidding. When they said we're gonna take your guns away, they were not kidding. They're working hard to do that. That's what's driving them crazy. So do not underestimate a Democrat. That's what people do. They underestimate these idiots. Do not underestimate them. They say what they're gonna do, and they're gonna do it. They're deranged. They're focused on their mission. They're commies. They're socialists. They're focused on it by any means necessary. NWO, of course, that's it. The NWO divides as a new world order is supposed to divide as a two-party system. So if a new one-party system happens, Democrat, they're all going to fall in line to the new world order. There's no opposition. There's no more fighting it. NWO controls. We all know who's behind that. I'm not going to get into that because I love my channel and I don't want to lose it. But you start looking deep into that. Who runs all this stuff? Who runs the media? Who runs the porn industry? Who runs sports? Who controls all of that? Who's controlling the who's controlling that? That's what you got to find out. Who, and then you start connecting the dots, and you realize, holy crap! All of this is a game. We're being like right now. Democrats really piss me off because I go in chats and YouTube and I just write normie comments. I'm like, wow, this Kamala laughs like a nervous hyena. Oh, shut up with your conspiracy theories. I'm just doing an observation. How is that a conspiracy? Oh, shut up. What are you? What are you? What are you gonna investigate ping pong now? And with your conspiracy theories? I hope how they promote the riots in Philly. Yeah, that's listen. Right now, all the stores are filled with like Walmart. You saw how they walked out with all those TVs. That's because Walmart. All these stores are stacked with stuff for Black Friday in 3 weeks. Black Friday is a holiday where all the sales happen before Christmas. So I don't think people are going to be shopping. I think there's going to be a lot of looting for Black Friday. So all these stores are going to be packed. The inventory is at an all-time high because of the holiday season. So this is going to be a good time to rob those stores. That's what's going to happen. The stock market is crashing. Elections are in 5 days. Riots. Maybe there's another shooting from now in 5 days. Who knows? But it's just boiling down to be a disaster. And we'll be here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be here. Stay out there. Be vigilant. Thank you for giving me 14 minutes of your life, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to speak my mind, but what the hell do I know? I'm just a legal Latino. You have yourselves a great Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back later. Anything else happens, I'll be back later. I hope you guys enjoyed this short format. I apologize for not showing my face. I will in due time. And if you want to see my face, I will be gaming on Twitch, Legal Latino Heat, or Legal Latino on Twitch. And I'll be streaming sometimes on YouTube. So if you see me playing games, jump in, say hi in the chat. I'll talk politics, I'll talk whatever while I'm playing the game. So jump in, folks.